Who would be the person you would love to meet? Is it male? Female? Right. Do you know her name? A, B, C, D, E. E? Next letter, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. L? E, L?
She's off the X Factor.
Ellen?
Ellie Goulding.
Is it Ellie Goulding? Ellie Goulding, yeah.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Ellie.
Ellie Goulding. Declan suffered cardiac arrest in his bedroom and died. It was a heart condition called Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome that caused it. And 10 minutes before Declan was in his kitchen getting his breakfast. It was a very sudden event, and it has left him with a brain injury. Declan has got locked-in syndrome, and I would say it is rare, but it's more coming to the fore now. People are beginning to hear about it. Just imagine being buried alive. That's what locked-in syndrome is like. Well, Declan was studying film and media, so he was, in St Coleman's in Bateman. And the day that this took place, the day prior to that, he was in Coleraine University, signing into his university. And he always wanted to be a film director. And he still is crazy about films, soaps. Declan can concentrate on a film and not even see it because he's blind. He can concentrate on the film more than probably a person who can't see it can concentrate on the film, because he's relying on his hearing and his imagination. So in the past, he'll remember people in the past. He'll remember them as they were. So if he meets somebody new, you have to give him a bit of a brief description of what they look like, and he will create a person in his mind of what he thinks that person looks like. And he loves socialising, and he loves meeting old friends, and he just wants to be treated as just the same as an able-bodied person. Basically, the form had come in to make the reapplication from the moved from DLA to PIPs, and when I looked through the form, because I have to do it for Declan, it was very easy to fill the form in because Declan can't do anything other than blink. One of the questions was Declan's therapy, that he used an exercise bike, and I explained to her about the exercise bike being a special bike to help Declan's muscle tone. And then she asked me, would it improve his ability to get better again? And I said to her, with respect, have you read these reports? And I said, if you have read these reports, you would not be asking me these questions. And then she said to me that, in her opinion, she still needed to assess Declan face to face. So she asked me, could I bring Declan to Belfast to an assessment meeting? And I said no. She asked, could I visit Declan at home? And I said yes. Would I be there? And I said no, I'll not be there. Well, then who would be there with Declan? And I informed her that Declan's legal team would be with him. And she asked why his legal team would be there. And I replied that, in my opinion, I have provided ample evidence of Declan's disabilities. And I am doubting that you actually understand what's on that paper. So I feel the need that if you're coming to assess my son's severe disabilities, I think he needs somebody to assess your abilities to assess somebody like this. The meeting never took place. They never came, and they just sent a letter through with his renewed PIP's claim. Eating and drinking, Declan got 6 out of 8. Can't eat potatoes and chips, you know, you can't. Managing his treatments. He required your need of supervision, prompting or assistance from another person to manage your therapy, and that this therapy takes no more than 3.5 hours a week. He got 2 out of 8. You know, how do they come to that? Mixing with other people, he got 4 out of 8. Declan couldn't mix with other people unless we took him and physically encouraged it. And making budgeting decisions, out of 6, he got 2. Well, like, that's astounding. If professional people are providing professional evidence, is that not good enough? And one thing that struck me was, in Declan's community, in the community care, you have a list of disciplines. So you have occupational therapists, social workers, nurses, doctors, physiotherapists, psychiatrists, and everybody has a role, and everybody has their professional opinion and their professional outlook. A PIP's assessor can't be all of that. They cannot be all of that. And they're in the community, you're not allowed till each person has to do their job in a professional manner because they're accountable for it. So if Declan's speech therapist says to the social worker, Declan requires A, B, C, and D, this is the way it has to be done, well, that's a professional opinion, and that's in writing. So how can a PIP's assessor phone somebody up from their own home, be paid a lovely salary, and be 10 health care specialists? How do they have the knowledge to do all this? I think when you're at this stage, when you're this disabled, you know, you don't need to prove yourself that you're this disabled. You know, you're like this and that's it.